Today's episode of Thrive Gwinnett is brought to you by Rocket IT. We help businesses leverage and automate their technology to ensure each day is more profitable than the last. Your technology should work for you in a way that grows your business and helps you reach your goals. To learn if your organization could benefit from one of Rocket IT's personalized roadmaps, visit rocketit.com/roadmap help or click the link in this episode's description. Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen Frangos, your host for Rocket IT's Thrive Gwinnett, and I am so excited today to welcome my guest, Angie Veugeler. Angie, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me, Colleen. Happy to be here.
Yeah, good. You're just such an inspiration as a woman, business owner and leader in our community. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and one of her many hats that she wears, Angie is the president for Veugeler Design Group. So we're going to talk to her a little bit about that, amongst other exciting things that she's doing and has done. And it's been a hard time with the pandemic and navigating how to do business and how to do it well and help others thrive. And I really want to start our conversation, Angie, by talking about Suwanee Magazine, which is another hat that you wear, and what it was like for the magazine, for helping businesses, and how you guys navigated that during that pandemic season, which unfortunately is still going. But
yes, yeah, thankfully in a lot of ways it's gotten better, but yeah, definitely still going. I think we are very grateful to have an amazing team, and everything kind of comes back to that.
Right.
When the quarantines and shutdowns all happened, and we all went to working from home for a little while. We had a skeleton crew in the office, and then they shut everything down in Gwinnett County. So we all went to working from home, and realized it's a bi-monthly magazine, and March, April was out, but then May, June, we realized we're not going to be able to have a May, June issue. Places just aren't open, businesses can't afford it. But what can we do to try to help? And what can we do to spread good news? And kind of like you guys are doing this Thrive series, which I love. We wanted to be a positive light in the community. And so we came up with something called Good News Gwinnett. And for, I think, about 6 weeks or so, until they kind of opened everything back up, maybe 8 weeks, we did a video every week that we posted on social media, highlighting different stories throughout our community where, people were delivering meals to hospital workers, or some of it was individuals, some of it was businesses, but just doing good things to help those in need. And, even though everybody pretty much was going through a hard time in one way or another,
True.
It's just nice to kind of see good news and share that. So we were doing that, and we shared it in the next issue of the magazine that did come out, which was a summer issue, July, August. And then we've got an extremely talented design team. And that's how we started originally, was just graphic design about 15 years ago. And then we opened the magazine a few years later. And so I printed out a copy here too, but our designers created this coloring book and highlighted some different places and things in Suwanee.
I love that.
But City Hall and and several of the Chick-fil-A's in here, and Cheeky, and several of the area businesses, and shared that on our social media pages, just for families that were stuck at home to print out and have something to do, and also to kind of help highlight businesses in our community. So And then another thing we have a project called the Faces of Suwanee, where we highlight different people in our community and just, tell them a little bit about them, ask them some questions, and kind of just share their background. And since the high school seniors didn't really get to have a graduation.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, we did something where we highlighted the seniors and just invited anybody who wanted to submit themselves or their son or daughter to do that. And so we created a website where we highlighted a lot of the local students in Suwanee that had just
That was
graduated.
such
And
a great idea. I remember when that came out. So it's a great way to, shine the spotlight and give them a tribute. And,
yeah,
they didn't get the big ceremony and, that
right.
attention. And so that's a cool way to do that. Well, Angie, tell me, moving into, towards the end of 2020 into 2021, how are things going now? What's in recent news for you guys?
They're definitely going better than they were. It's still,
Yeah.
I think, coming into the beginning of the year, there was still a lot of uncertainty,
Hmm.
and there still is some,
True.
but knowing that, the vaccine's out, warmer weather is coming,
Hmm.
people are starting to be able to get vaccinated a little bit more, and
True.
that'll keep getting better and better. I
Hmm.
think that confidence has just been better.
Yes.
So we did around the holidays, we did a 12 days of Christmas on our social media pages. And each day we highlighted a different business in Suwanee and did a giveaway and told a little bit about their business. Some of it was like a big one was a gift card to Bottles and Bones
Oh yeah.
was a giveaway we did. And we did Tequila Mama and several other businesses over those 12 days. Some of them did gift baskets. And so it's just a good way to give them some extra publicity. And
Yeah.
we partnered with the City of Suwanee to be able to do all that. But
That's awesome.
good way to help support local businesses and our
Definitely.
readers. Yeah, win some great prizes.
That's
So that was
very
one of the
cool.
things we did. Yep. And then coming into this year, we our January February issue we kicked off again in conjunction with the city
Mhm.
an artist spotlight where we're highlighting local artists in the Suwanee Arts Center. And then now we're kind of getting into our camp issue and just
Oh yeah, for
working with,
summertime. That's
yeah.
right. It's on
So
our
working,
radar.
yeah. Yes, and there's some camps that still aren't sure exactly what they're
Uh,
doing or might be offering a digital instead or a digital option. Some are kind of having their regular camp season. So it's just trying to navigate those waters with them and see how we can best help them get the word out there and that sort of thing. So,
Absolutely. Well, into that end, let's transition into Vugler Design Group and in that digital visibility that you guys have been able to provide many of our businesses, and how that's brought new growth and expanding their impact and their ability to even open up new shops. So tell me a little bit about that.
yeah. Well, our business has definitely shifted in the past year
True.
a lot. Our digital portion of our business was much smaller before,
Hmm.
and the design portion has kind of gotten smaller, and the digital has grown because so many businesses have, had the need to just
Yeah.
push most everything digital. So we've been lucky to work with some local businesses. Betos Tacos is one of them. Rushing Trading is another one. For Betos, we built a new website for them, and one of the issues they had before is they did not have online ordering.
Mm.
So especially when the inside was closed, and they're still doing lots of takeout, but at that time everything was takeout. So they were losing a lot of money on every order, paying Uber Eats
Right.
or DoorDash or Grubhub.
Hmm.
And so we, built a new website. We got the online ordering going for them. We also do their social media and photography and reputation management. So they're doing so great. They just announced that they're opening a second location. And,
Yay.
it's very challenging for restaurants during the pandemic and them included, but they do
True.
such an awesome job. And we've been, very fortunate to be able to partner with them and walk alongside them and kind of help them out. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
yeah, and Rushing Trading, we help them with their emails and they're part of Suwanee Magazine. And I know they're doing well as well. And they just do a great job. And it's a really cool little spot in
Oh,
Sugar
it
Hill.
is.
So
It's so cute.
yeah.
Love that
Yeah. So
place.
we've had more of a call for websites and,
Mhm.
social media, email marketing, and that sort of thing. So we're trying to,
Absolutely.
you know, do whatever we can to help our clients in those areas.
Yeah. No, and I mean, and proof is there. You're doing it, and it's going really well. And our community is lucky to have you. And
No,
hopefully,
you,
business continues to be on the uptick. I mean, not only
yeah,
for you, but I think for everyone, for that matter. Because if you're
yes,
winning and they're winning, we're all winning. So it's
exactly.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think throughout all of this, it's, everybody's in the same boat, and you have to try to think about what you're thankful for,
Right.
and there's always challenges. So how can you shift and adapt, and just do the best you can to keep things going and take care of those around you. So that's what we
Absolutely.
tried to do.
Absolutely. So true. Well, Angie, I really appreciate your time today and sharing the great things that are going on with you and all the hats that you wear. And I really appreciate you being here on our show
Thanks,
today.
Colleen. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to share before we sign up today? Anything exciting coming up that you've been working on that you wanted to throw in at the end here? It's a surprise.
No. Well, we also put on Suwanee Beer Fest, and while we
Yes.
moved the Beer Fest this year to the end of June, hoping things will be okay to have it then, we wanted to give the community something fun to do in the meantime. So on March 20th, we're going to do our first ever beer run. So
Ooh,
we're working hard to come up, to try to keep everything social distance,
of
staggered
course.
start time, and things like that. But it'll be start at Suwanee Town Center, and we're trying to come up with a fun event for everyone. So it's
Love
going
it.
to be called the Suwanee Beer Fest Beer Chaser 5K.
Beer
So
chaser.
that'll be, yeah,
That's
that's what
fantastic.
we're gonna now.
Love it. Well, I'm glad we threw that in there. I think that'll be a fun time. And like you said, socially distant and, outside, which is, where it's at
Yeah,
these days. So March 20th, we'll be on the lookout. And Angie, thanks again. I appreciate you
yeah.
and all that you do for our community.
Thanks, Colleen.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this awesome episode of Thrive Gwinnett and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.